Hello, friends. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. I've got a bit of a mess here. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. I kind of forgot about this mess. We did while I was in Europe last year. I spent a couple weeks in Poland and Germany. My wife Malia decided to do some home remodeling, home renovation, and she bought new flooring and new trim work. And she did our bedroom and our bathroom flooring. And then when I got back, we finished doing the hallway and the dining room. And then, well, we almost finished. And then that stuff kind of sat. We had like a couple of feet left to do in the little side hallway. I still have my little bathroom to do. But she decided last week we would re-tackle that project. My back has been hurting, so I've been kind of out of commission for that stuff. And that was not good. But she said, "Do you want to try?" And I said, "Yeah, I do, because I'm tired of whatever." So we did. I did. I trimmed a couple of doors, our bedroom door and our bedroom closet door. I got those trimmed out, which turned out real nice. And she finished the hallway flooring, and that was good. And then, so Saturday, I got one of my Christmas presents for Christmas last year. I got the Kindle Scribe, which we've talked a lot about because I've been reading a lot of books. But also, I got tickets to go see a Broadway play in Pittsburgh. We talked about, so last year, this week actually, I think it's been almost exactly 1 year, we took Roland to New York. She wanted, we went to look at a college there in New York City, and while we were there, we wanted to see a Broadway show, and I picked this Broadway show. She picked Hadestown, and we saw Hadestown. I wanted to see this Broadway show, and you'll hope you either know what it is or you don't. And so because we didn't go, that Broadway show is now on tour. Malia got us tickets to go see the show in Pittsburgh. So it was the two of us and her mom. She got her mom tickets also, and her mom took her aunt because, So it was the four of us, and we went to go see the Book of Mormon. If you don't know about the Book of Mormon, this is a Broadway musical that was written by Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the creators of South Park, along with a guy who has a whole bunch of credits for, like, I think he wrote those songs for Frozen, like a very well-known songwriter. They wrote a play called The Book of Mormon, and I wanted to see it when I first heard about it. It's been on Broadway for a long time. I don't know how long, but it's just now going on tour. Well, it started last year or whatever, and it's only here for like a week. So it was cool. That was really cool. We talked about getting. When we came back from Broadway, we're like, we should do more of that. We have a Broadway theater in Pittsburgh. It's called the Benedum Center. It holds about 3,000 people. It's beautiful. It's huge. I think it's bigger than the theater that we saw Hadestown in New York City. And the one in New York City was like, it was such a small space that everybody was sitting vertically very high. This is a much broader kind of open theater. And so we had talked about getting season tickets because they're not very expensive. Like, you can get season tickets for the whole year of like 7 plays, I think, for, I want to say it was less than $300 a person, which was a pretty good deal. And we thought if we got the season tickets, then we would like be compelled to go. But then we both looked at it and it was like Book of Mormon was on there, and it was one of the few plays that I was like, oh, I want to see that. I think they've got Kite Runner coming up, which I'd like to see, but the rest are just kind of like, I don't know. I would go see them, though, if we had the season tickets, and that was kind of where we were going, and we didn't end up doing it, but so she ended up getting us the tickets to see Book of Mormon. and it was hilarious. It's a very hilarious play. It is basically making fun of Mormonism, but also kind of not. Like, it's kind of using the the idea of Mormonism to tell a larger, personal growth story of two characters, two elders that go on mission in Uganda, and it definitely is not for Mormons. It's a very vulgar play, extremely vulgar. I was not expecting that. I've seen 4 or 5 Broadway musicals, Broadway plays, and none of them have been vulgar. This was vulgar. This was very vulgar. Very what you would expect from those two, when not being censored. And it was very well done. There was a ton of laughs. The crowd was really into it. I fully expect within a few moments of the opening of the movie, within a few moments of the opening of the play, they're already like saying "F you" to God and Jesus. Like they're being very vulgar. And I thought we would see some people leave, but it didn't happen. People stayed around. And like I said, it makes fun of the Book of Mormon, but at the same time uses Mormon sensibilities to tell a bigger story about growth, about the human experience, right? In Uganda, in a place that does not know anything about Mormonism. Very fun play. I was excited to go see it, and we got to do that. We got to walk around Pittsburgh a little bit because we got there early, which I don't do a whole lot. When I go to Pittsburgh, I forget that Pittsburgh is a city, right? When I go there, it's like usually to do something like this, go to the Benedum Center or go see a hockey game or go see a concert. And I really just drive in, go to the venue, and then leave. And I forget that like downtown Pittsburgh, the cultural district where this place sits is a city. Like you're in, it feels like you're in a big city because it is big-ish, It's not Manhattan, but it's still a pretty, big, tall city, lots of bridges, lots of rivers, lots of little, eateries, lots of dark alleys, It was fun to kind of wander around there. And then afterwards we came back, so you come south from Pittsburgh and you kind of split and go east or west before coming down into West Virginia or going west to Ohio where her mother lives. And so we ate in Washington, which is a little town, but walking around there felt also city-ish, which was interesting. And we had a nice dinner at a brewery, and it just ended up being a really nice day. So, it was a good weekend. Sunday, I spent learning games because I have to teach games to people, and I need to know them very well. So it was a really good weekend. I did read a book, so we'll talk about that probably tomorrow. But yeah, I can highly recommend the Book of Mormon if it comes near you and you are not easily offended by people using vulgarities towards religion. If you stay open-minded, I guess. Yeah, definitely not for everybody. But it worked very well. And her mom and aunt really liked it. They said it was hilarious. So, what'd you get up to this weekend? Anything exciting? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for being here, as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know sounds smart is truncate. It is a verb meaning to shorten something by cutting off the top or one of the ends. Ellen looked ridiculous because she had chosen to truncate her floor-length party dress to T-length. Truncate, T-R-U-N-C-A-T-E. I still remember truncate from geometry in high school, like a truncated rhombus, that sort of stuff. I don't know why, but that word stuck with me all that time.